Rob Math here at NAMM 2014 at the Peavey booth. And we are checking out the new Vypyr Pros. These are the next generation of Vypyr amplifiers. And they kind of leave off where the VIPs left off. But what we've got is a new updated layout here. We've got the ability to run 4 different models or module types in the front. And we've got a lot of control over here. We've got, for example, in Module 1, you could either run your instrument models, which was the first on the VIPs. You've got your instrument models, or you can make it a stomp box or an amp. Then you can go to Module 2. You can run a stomp box or an amp, or you can run amps. So you can run multiple amplifiers in your signal chain. Like, for example, you could have the classic 50, then you could dial up an AC 30 and run them together. So there's lots of great possibilities. You also have your global controls over your reverb and delays, but now you've got a lot more delays to choose from, like tube delay, analog delay, digital delay, and so forth, and all different types of reverbs. You've got your dedicated recording out in the back, and there's also the power sponge, which is great. So you could really pump the power amp at lower volumes and get the true tone from the amplifier. Another thing that's really great about Peavey's modeling amps is that they use Peavey's patented trans-tube technology. They're completely analog in the preamp section, which really emulates all the responsiveness of a tube amp. Everything that happens in the amplifier's power stage is recreated, so the feel, the dynamics, and the sound is just awesome. So check it out. Right now we've got a classic 50 here. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to some other amps, and then I'm just going to show you what you can do. Here's a model of a diesel. It's like a dual rack. Like a JSX. Okay, it's a model of the JSX. So, but what you can do is here, basically, is you can take this front section and you can tell this, okay, I want this to either be an amp, a stomp box, or an instrument. Remember, we've got instrument models, just like on the VIP series. So we've set up our first module to be a stomp box, which is cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the signal chain now, so as if I'm running a pedal in front of the amp. So I've got the tube screamer set up, and now I'm going to go to my second module here, and I'm going to go ahead and choose amp, and now I can go ahead and choose from all these different amps. Like, for example, here's an AC 30. Okay, let's go to the AC 30 on the bad. So now I'm running a bad cat with the tube screamer in front, and all these parameters are editable. So if I want to take the gain or the drive down on the tube screamer, okay, it's real simple to do. Or we can go to, say, like a wild overdrive. Just kind of a little bit of a heavier overdrive. But the idea is you can run a pedal right in front of your amp. Okay, so let's check out another sound. I've pulled up a deluxe here, which is great for clean type sound. So that's just the deluxe by itself, but again, let's go ahead and throw something in the front here. How about a compressor? we can go ahead and adjust. Let's adjust the gain on that deluxe. So, okay, and change the compressor to back to say a little tube screamer. Whoops. Here we go. It's kind of like a real cool Texas blues. So here's we're just running 2 amps now. We're running the diesel into the deluxe and a deluxe, so we're getting some really cool sounds. Real cool tone going on there. You've got that real twangy kind of sound happening. So, as I mentioned though, we also have instrument models. So, for example, let's say we wanted to change this module to be a instrument. So we got it set on amp. Now we're going to go to instrument, and we've got everything from resonators to synths to bass and acoustic. So let's check out the acoustic. This is okay, and let's change this. Let's go to, say, a twin or something right here. See how... It's like a great kind of acoustic jazz sound. So as we mentioned, we now have different types of reverb that we can and delays we can choose from. So here is a nice spring reverb, and I can adjust the level right here. This gives me a real nice... Just a gorgeous sound. So I can get everything from killing high gain tones through all the different amp models to great clean sounds and acoustic type sounds as well. I'll show you one more sound because I just realized that I'd like to show you. This is using the instrument models. We've got like a baritone here. Whoa, let's turn off the turn down the reverb a little for a second. So take it into here. Okay, reverb level must come down. Okay, now we're good. And let's change the baritone to a heavier type of amp model. Let's go to the crank. Okay, so there's so many great features, so many possibilities. All the parameters are completely editable with the new Vypyr Pro right here. You've got the ability to turn on and off the different module sections, whatever you designate them to do. You can go through all the different presets. These expression pedals are they default to volume and wah, but they're assignable where you can actually edit any of the parameters. So for example, if you wanted to control the mid-range of your amp, or say the level of a delay, you could go ahead and do that. There's a built-in tuner in here in the Vypyr Pro, and what's really big now is that we've got the ability to loop, but we can actually overdub on top of the looper. So we can overdub 4 times on top of the loopers. So let's check out what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a little loop, and I can overdub on top of that 4 times. That's a very cool new feature. So all you have to do is step on this button to start the loop, and then step on it again to end the loop. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's one loop. So there's 2, right? Let's add a third part. Okay, it's kind of interesting, but let's go ahead and add an instrument model on top now. Let's add a bass. Okay, let's record that. Sorry. So if you guys have any questions about this, the new Vypyr Pro series, go ahead and contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.